Hey guys, what's up? So today's tutorial, I'm going to be going over a few of the top Twitter clients. Now these are the top, six Twitter clients, and a few of these you might not have heard of. So there's Twitterific, Twitter, which is the official one, TweetDeck, which also works with Facebook, Echofon, HootSuite, and Seesmic. Now a few of these do have their own desktop clients, but today we're just going to go over their iOS apps. So let's go ahead and start with Twitterific. Twitterific also comes with a paid version, but really all it does is gets rid of the advertisements. So I already am logged in using Pizza Studio, and here is here's the account page. I'm just going to select my account. You can upgrade to Twitterific for $4.99. You can add more accounts and remove ads, like I said. So let's just log in with my Twitter. And here you go. You can look at all tweets, mentions, messages, and favorites. Also, you can go ahead and search Twitter for trends. It'll show you what's trending right now. Now, right now, I'm not completely sure, but it looks like they're not showing like if one of the top tweets is sponsored or not. So maybe they'll add that soon. So you can just go ahead and click on one of these. So there's my mentions. Let's go ahead and look at all tweets. And as you can see, the advertisements are going to take up some room. And it's just going to tell you all the tweets that you have. And of course, like most scrolling things, you can just go ahead and click here at the top and it'll bring you to the very top. And if it's a tweet by me, then it's going to be in green. As you can see all the people that I'm following. So nose dial, okay, that's pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and look a little bit more at that. So I can go ahead and follow the link. I think I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. And it's just going to bring me into its own web browser, which works pretty well. Here you can go ahead and open Safari. You can tweet just the link. You can email the link. You can always copy the URL. That's kind of crazy, but I like how you can copy the URL just to put it in multiple places. Maybe put it on Facebook, whatever. Also down here, you can go ahead and click this button. You can reply. You can direct message, but you have to be following them, and they have to be following you. You can retweet, and you can retweet with a comment. Personally, I like retweeting with comments a lot of the time, so it's really nice to have that. I've noticed with, especially just using twitter.com, you can't really retweet with comment without copying and pasting. So it's just a lot easier. Excuse me. Also, let's go ahead and look at how you tweet. This is one of the most important features. So as you can see, I do actually have an avatar, but it doesn't seem to be working. I'm not quite sure why. And here you can go ahead and click right there, and you can shorten all the links, clear all text. So also you can take a photo or video, choose from library, or change upload service. So like if you want to use YFrog, TwitPlick, and TwitVid, just a few others, and you can always add your own. And then tweeting is pretty easy. It does support landscape, which is always nice. So let's just put in a URL. Alright, you got google.com. And let's go ahead and tap right there, shorten links. And bam. So this is Twitterific. Let's go ahead and look at one of the next ones. Okay, next on the list is Twitter. I have been using this one for a while now, so I'm pretty used to it. And what I like about it is just having these tabs right here. Also, if you have any new tweets, any new ad replies or messages, it will show a little white dot right there, which is really nice and it works pretty well. So, since I haven't been on this app in a while, it's just going to cut it off so I don't have to see like all 500 million tweets. And I can just scroll to the top and I can use that. So we got CNET News. Let's go ahead and tap on it. So you can find out a little bit more. And I believe if it does use like a picture service like YFrog, the link is YFrog, then it will show you just the image. So here is, well, I'll show you guys that later, but you can save your tweets. So that's the reply, retweet. You can favorite it, and then I believe you can just read it later. Let's go ahead and look at this. You can mail the link, repost the link, or read later, which is pretty cool. And you can also do a few more things. You can quote the tweet. So basically this is the old style retweeting. You can post link to the tweet, mail tweet, and translate. So as you can see, this is if you want to quote. Now it's not completely the old way of retweeting. It doesn't say like RT via at CNET News. So it's just a little bit more of its own style, I suppose you could say. Let's go into tweeting itself. So you just tap this button, and here you go. All you have is a keyboard, and you just hit this button. You can go ahead and use the camera function. However, it does not allow you just to use a photo, it doesn't look like. So I'm just going to go ahead and click cancel. Okay, then, oh, okay, yeah, you can use the photo library, my bad. You can geotag. You can use, like, you can search for someone. So, iApp, there you go, iApp Central. And you can also use hashtags. So, like, if you've used any recent hashtags, it will show up in there. Or you can just write a new one. And you can also shrink your URLs. Now you can choose what service you want to shrink URLs with. I really just always use bit.ly, but you can always use like tinyurl, j.mp, whatever. So here's your at replies, and to refresh, all you have to do is pull down and release. And as you can see, I actually mentioned my own name. It was on a YouTube comment. Here you can see your direct messages. You can always search. You can see the trending now, and it'll also show you some, I guess you could say, featured tweets. One for Firefox, that guy, time. You know, you can just keep going. Okay. So next is just some, you can add new profiles, favorites, drafts, you can add a new list, and then there's always the settings. So next is TweetDeck. I believe it was my first app review on TweetDeck using this camera too. So what I like to do is make lists. I use TweetDeck to make a list, and this is all of my tech news. So I can just get the latest tech news all in one place. These are my DMs, all friends, mentions. You can always go back to the columns and look at all these. Add a column. You can refresh everything. Go to settings and then more. So here's settings. You can connect to bit.ly. You can change the theme, autocorrection. You can retweet new style on or off. If some people like me like to kind of alternate between that, and you're going to have to go into here to go ahead and do that. And then you can use a few different picture services, sound enabled, pop-up alerts, show real names, shake to refresh, which is nice, disable photo scale, column arrows, and load all tweets on startup. Also, you can use GPS accuracy to 100 meters, which is about 300, a little over 300, probably about 320 feet for us Americans. GPS location up to 3 kilometers even, which is okay, that's about 1.8 miles. Geotacking enabled, and ignore GPS accuracy, blah blah blah. So enough with that, let's go ahead and look at a little bit more at this. So there is no refresh by pulling up and releasing. What you're going to have to do is go ahead and click refresh. Works just really good, actually. And you can also just shake and it'll vibrate depending on your iDevice. Also, it will show you how many updates you have. So it'll say, I have 125 unread from all friends and 77 from tech news. I'm just going to mark all as seen. So this is a great way to go ahead and make sure that you're reading a lot of your tweets, which is very nice, and it works great. So let's go ahead and look at how to tweet. That's always very important. So this is a lot different approach than the regular Twitter app. So you can see everything is just right here. Now unfortunately this does support landscape, but it is kind of annoying, and I think they can do a lot better. I believe this might be because it is an Adobe Air software, but as you can see, you just have to press the button, and I mean, really not that big of a hassle. And now you'll see that everything goes back up here. So you can go ahead and enter a hashtag, and these are your most used. Now I don't use hashtags that often. Also, you can press the little guy, and if you want to respond to someone like Duncan33303, also you can shrink URLs. You can use a picture or take a picture. I'll go ahead and show you that. Take picture, choose from photos, take video, or choose from videos. And then geotagging, and then just rotate the keyboard. So TweetDeck is very nice. You can also add Facebook, but I'm not going to go into that. And it works pretty well. So let's just go ahead and tap on someone's tweet. You can go ahead and email the tweet. Not much you can do in here. Actually, you know what? That would... So I'm here on all friends. So let's go ahead and click on that. You can @reply, send a DM, retweet, and oh, well, there you go. You can go ahead and choose, which is nice. The new style, uneditable, and old style, which means you can edit and like add a little comment and then say retweet via @CNET. There we go. So I personally like I said, I like using the old style. You can email the tweet, and something I found interesting, you can send a this is pretty interesting, although I haven't gotten it to work. It generates this, it just generates this URL, and it does, if you go ahead and follow it, it goes to Twitter, but it just says this page cannot be found. I don't know if it makes a page later, I'm not really sure. If anybody knows, please let me know, because I'm a little confused. And then you can also favorite it. There's also a little bit more. You can go ahead and just there's a quick follow feature where you can just type in a username and follow them. So guys, that is TweetDeck, very nice app, and it is based off of... So guys, this was TweetDeck. It's a very nice app. You can go ahead and just download it for free. All these apps are free, and they also do have a desktop client for basically all machines. Next is Echofon. This one is also a little bit popular. I guess you could say they're not as popular as they used to be, but let's go ahead and look at them. No thanks. So here is all your tweets. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll up to the top. And this does have ads as well. To refresh, all you have to do is press this little button right here. And there you go, it's already refreshed. And the bottom is a little similar to Twitter's. You can go ahead and home, mentions, messages, lists, which is nice. You can see like your followers. And then you can always search for nearby tweets, which is nice. You can just see who's tweeting near you and the trending topic. So let's just click on a tweet. Oops, accidentally. So just click on a tweet. You can go ahead and reply, retweet, and more. You can mail it, or send a direct message. And let's go ahead and look at tweeting. So here you go. You can go ahead and geotag, use your camera, and also you can go ahead and mention a certain person. Pretty simple. Not as many features as you would see in others. As you can see, if you go into landscape, I like having this over here. It works pretty nicely. And then you can type, and it'll tell you how many characters you have left. So let's go ahead and close that. And then you have your @mentions, of course. Nothing really special here. You can go ahead and search them, which actually I believe is in the other ones. And then also you can go into the menu, and you might be able to add a few more accounts. Let's go ahead and click edit. Yes, you can add another one. So this is basically Echofon. Let's go ahead and look at the next one, which is HootSuite. HootSuite actually has an online application that you can find, I believe, at HootSuite.com. Here you go. You have your home feed, mentions, direct messages, pending tweets, and sent tweets. One of the interesting things about this is that you can actually go ahead and write a tweet and just say, okay, I want this to go ahead and air a different day. So, let's say, hello, I said jello. Hello from the future. Okay, so just said hello from the future. And then I can go ahead and translate it for, I don't know why I would, but if you're in, I don't even know why you would want to translate, but I guess some people might use it. You can go ahead and click schedule, and let's put it on Christmas at, let's see, 12:05 a.m. because that's never like everyone wakes up and no, a.m. Okay, so we can just set date, and it will tweet on Christmas morning. That's pretty cool. Also, there is a dedicated search button right after streams, because the streams are actually basically all in one tab. If you go ahead and go back, you can look at a little bit more, which is actually a pretty distinct approach to the Twitter clients. Here you can go ahead and search trending topics or recent searches. Oops. You can go ahead and look at recent searches. You can go ahead and look at places. I'm not going to do that for security reasons, of course. Settings, you can go ahead and look at, like add a few social networks, tweet the love, a few different things with HootSuite, excuse me. You can get more, which is stats and contacts. For instance, you can look at basically your following, followers, that kind of thing. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at a few more things that you can do. You can add a photo. Like I said, you can schedule it. You can shrink the links. You can use a location feature, which is actually pretty cool. Just geotag it. You could say like I'm in this cafe or something. You can go ahead and use your contacts. If you just want to say like at Engadget, and you can also translate it to a different language, which is pretty cool. If you want to tweet to someone like in Mexico or something, just tweet to them. Next is Seesmic. Now, I actually had not used this at all before I started this video. Now, rest assured I have. And it's actually a pretty cool Twitter client, mainly because it actually will allow you to use a few different social networks. So if you go ahead and add, you can use Facebook and ping.fm. So that's pretty cool. Although I do not use ping.fm, I might actually think about it and just use Seesmic, because Seesmic works pretty good. You can go ahead and search Twitter. You can look at trending topics or use lists and just look at a few lists that you're in. And here's the timeline. Twitter appears to be down. So whenever you pull down, it actually shows a little raccoon, and you just release similar to the Twitter application. And I guess Twitter is down or something's wrong with my Wi-Fi. And let's just go ahead and look at tweeting. So here you can go ahead and add. You can take a new photo or browse from the photo library. You can add your location, shrink URLs. But unfortunately, that's about it. There's not a lot of different features like we've seen in a few others. It would be nice to see a few more. But, you know, it works pretty good. You look at replies, like in basically everything, all the Twitter apps. But here, retweets. This is actually pretty interesting. You can see in your timeline, like the last retweet in my timeline was by, let's go ahead and go to the top, WWWILLZ. Now this is not someone I follow, but I do follow Infinity Blade, and because of that, I did get their tweet in my timeline. So that is pretty cool. You can also look at my retweets, because I like to retweet a few things. And then retweets of, retweets of me. That means stuff that I have actually tweeted and people retweeted. You can look at messages and profile. You can look at your website, your bio. There we go. See, the icon is working for me. You can even zoom up in it. Recent tweets. Basically all my tweets, but you have to refresh to see some of the older ones. Go back, favorites, following, followers, and lists that I appear in. So guys, these are the top Twitter applications. They all work pretty well, and it depends on what features you want to use. For instance, Seesmic works great with Ping.fm, and it's actually the only one that also uses Twitter and Facebook and Ping.fm all in one app. Now, HootSuite is good because you can actually just go ahead and use translating and translate your messages for international users. And they all basically have their own unique features, and they all work very well. So guys, thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you later.